Hello guys, welcome back to my channel for the first video of 2018. What is up? I've missed you guys so much. I'm sorry that I kind of fell off the bandwagon at the end of the year. Honestly, I just wanted to spend time with family and kind of take a break from school, from YouTube, kind of just recollect, recenter, and figure out where I wanted to take my channel in the new year. And I am so excited to be back. I hope you guys had a wonderful holiday season with your family and loved ones. But moving on, for today's video, I'm showing you my everyday winter makeup routine. This is 9 times out of 10 the makeup that I wear when I'm filming and I don't know what makeup I want to do and I'm doing like a sit down talk through video. This is 9 times out of 10 the makeup that I'm wearing. I absolutely love it. This is a lot of makeup for some people, but for a makeup junkie like me, this is nothing. I can do it in like 10 minutes. Give me 10 minutes, I got you, I can do this look. But I really hope you guys enjoy this video. If you do, let me know by giving this video a thumbs up and subscribing to my channel down below if you're not already. And make sure to hit that notification bell because it notifies you every time that I upload. And yeah, I think that's all I have to say. I don't have any updates or anything for you guys. I hope you enjoy this super fire look for the winter. And without further ado, let's go ahead and get right into it. Alright guys, so getting started, I just wanted to show you the products that I used for my brows because I went ahead and did those off camera because they take me a little bit, but I will have all of the products listed down below that I use in this video. To set the concealer on my eyes, I just went ahead and took the Wet n Wild pressed powder, and I believe it's medium beige or warm beige, one of those colors. But I'm just using this Wet n Wild powder brush just to go ahead and set my eyelids. And now I'm going ahead in with the Jaclyn Hill Morphe Palette. I love this palette. I am taking that shade right there. I will have all the shadow names listed down below as well for you guys. I'm just blending that into my crease. This is a really simple look. You could honestly just take your bronzer and blend it into the crease, but because I have this palette, I thought I'd just go ahead and use it. I'm just using this blending brush. I believe I got it in a Ipsy bag. It's just like a fluffy blending brush, and I just blend that in my crease at first, and then I go ahead and blend that all over my lid. Like I said, if you have any like warm brown shade, honestly that will work. Any shade that's like a little bit darker than your skin tone, like a transition shade that you would normally use on your eyes, that's pretty much what I use. I just blend that into my crease at first, and then I go ahead and blend that all over the lid like I said. Once I have blended that all over the lid, I go ahead and take this kind of dark maroon shade also from the Jaclyn Hill palette, and that is what I use to make my wing. I really love this shade, especially for brown eyes. I think it really makes my eyes pop, and it's something different. It's not a brown shadow, it's not a black liner. You know, a lot of the times black liner can look really harsh on your eyes and just almost sometimes age you, honestly. But using eyeshadow and blending that on the lid, it really just opens up your eyes, but it does give your eyes a little bit of length and beauty. So I really love doing this for my everyday look. You can use any shade, honestly, if you wanted to use a blue, a green, or whatever. I just think that this purple shade is great for fall and winter time because it kind of gives you those cozy vibes that I absolutely love. So I just go ahead and take an angled brush and just kind of go with the line of my lower lash line. I don't put tape or anything because, like I said, this is an everyday look, so that would take a little bit too much time for you girls. So I just go ahead and blend that into my lash line. I don't line all the way into the inner corner. I kind of stop where my lashes stop because I feel that that blends the color a little bit better, and it doesn't make my eyes a little bit closed off because I do have smaller eyes. So once you're done with that, I just go ahead and make sure that they're even as possible because I am not good at doing that either. I just go ahead and clean it up with a makeup wipe. Sometimes I don't even have to do this if the lines are really sharp, but today I did. Now I'm taking the Salon Perfect 614 lashes and the Kiss Lash Adhesive and applying those off camera. I'm going ahead and taking this Kokie So Matte Primer and applying that on my face as a primer. My primers honestly switch out pretty often because my skin is combination, so some days I'm super duper oily, some days I am super dry. This day I was a little bit more oily because it was so cold outside. My skin was producing a little bit more oil, and also excuse my nails, like I have such janky nails in this video. I ended up taking off my gel and it was just a rough time. I'm going ahead in with the Smashbox photofinish primer water, one of my favorite things to add to your makeup routine. If you guys don't have this, I highly suggest it. Now going in with the Maybelline Fit Me Dewy and Smooth in the shade 310. I'm blending that onto my face. I do need a darker shade in this, but I've had this foundation for so long and I love using it in the winter time because it just gives your skin like a healthy glow without making it look super like greasy and oily. I absolutely love it. It does smooth over your pores. Like I didn't even use a pore filling primer for this video and it still looks like I don't have any pores, which is amazing. I love this foundation. I definitely have to pick up a darker shade, but one of my favorite foundations from the drugstore. I actually like it a little bit more than the L'Oreal Pro Glow. I feel like the L'Oreal Pro Glow can sometimes leave me just like a little bit too dewy for my liking, but I love this one. It's the perfect match for my skin. So once I'm done blending that in, I go ahead and take the Ulta Full Coverage Concealer in the shade Medium Warm, and I'm using this to highlight and conceal under my eyes. I do go a little ham with this concealer because my dark circles have been a little bit crazy the last few weeks, so I'm using this to conceal those as well. So I'm just putting that under my eyes, down the bridge of my nose, on my chin, on like my little upper lip area, as well as my forehead. This concealer is amazing, guys. It literally blends out like instantly, like a dream. It has amazing coverage and it is so inexpensive. I think it's like $8 or $9 from Ulta, and I rarely hear anybody talking about this concealer, but it's so good. And it just, look at how quick that blended out, guys. Like, it's amazing. So I'm just using my Real Techniques blender sponge, one of my favorites, to blend in that concealer and also sharpen up my wing on my outer corner, as you guys can see. So I just go ahead and pounce that into the skin and blend it out so it's nice and even on both sides. Once I'm done blending in all of that concealer, I go ahead and take this Wet n Wild contour palette and in Caramel Toffee, and I take the banana shade on the left hand side and just set my concealer with that. I go ahead and set under my eyes and everywhere that I put the concealer, just so that it sets and brightens the skin a little bit, so that we don't waste all of our hard effort of highlighting our face just with our regular powder. I think that this brings a lot of light back into my face and gives my face a little bit more dimension. And I'm using this Luxie brush to do that. And now I am going ahead and just setting the rest of where I put that concealer, like I said, my upper lip, on my chin, as well as my forehead. Once I'm done with that, I'm going ahead and setting the rest of my face with the Wet n Wild pressed powder in Warm Beige. I do this just because I do have oily skin and it does sometimes transfer. This foundation can transfer on me a little bit, so I don't like to take away too much of the dewiness of this foundation. As you guys can see, it's still pretty glowy. So I just set like my cheeks and a little bit on my forehead because that's where I get the most oily. So once I am done with that, I'm going ahead in and bronzing my face, one of my favorite things to do. This is my NYX Matte Bronzer in Deep Tan. I know, guys, gotta get another bronzer. I can't get away from this one. I'm so sorry. So I'm just taking this on like a fluffy brush, almost like a blush brush. So I'm just blending that on my cheeks. I'm not contouring with this. I'm just bronzing. I really liked just bronzing and then using a darker, kind of more contour shade just to sharpen up my cheekbones. I'm also blending this on my 5 head just to kind of contour it a little bit to make it look a little less large and in charge, you feel me? So blending that on my temples and down to connect it to my cheeks, just making it look like I went to the beach or something, even though it's 5 degrees outside, but whatever. I'm also blending this on my chin to get rid of my double chin that I got over the holidays. So I'm going back into the Wet n Wild contour palette and taking the bronzer shade on the right hand side and taking it on this Real Techniques contour brush and just honestly like cutting my cheekbone. Like where you see the shadow of your cheeks is where I'm doing it. I'm not going all the way down to where we bronze. I'm just doing the cheekbone. And I've really been like doing this because, like I said, my face has gotten a little bit bigger over the past couple weeks, so I like to just do this to kind of slim my face down. Also, speaking of slimming my face down, I like to contour my nose a little bit. I think it just gives a little bit of dimension back into the center of my face. Sometimes I feel like my nose can get a little bit lost in the sauce if I don't do this. So I just go ahead and take a little Royal and Langnickel brush and blend that on my nose and blend it out with my powder brush. And then this is something that I've been doing recently. I've been taking this e.l.f. brush and kind of cutting my cheekbones a little bit, just carving them out. I've really been liking doing this, like I said, because my face has gotten a little bit more chunky than I would like. So I'm just taking that banana shade that we use under our eyes from Wet n Wild, and I'm just using that on this e.l.f. like contour brush, and I am just going from like my ear all the way down to the corner of my lip, and I find that this really helps my contour look really, really nice. And now I'm just taking this Tarte blush in Feisty. I absolutely love this so much. It is such a gorgeous, gorgeous color for winter time. I got this in one of my Ipsy bags. It is so, so cute, and I love the way it kind of blends into my bronzer and everything like that. So now I'm just going ahead and taking a stippling brush and blending everything out so that it looks nice and blended and even. Now I'm going in, of course, with Champagne Pop by Becca Cosmetics, and I'm blending that on my cheekbones with a fan brush. I'm also going to be taking this on my nose as well, just to highlight. I love glowy skin for the winter time. Even though I am oily, I do get drier in the winter months, and I like to place my highlight and my glow where I want it to be, if that makes sense. A little trick that I always do is to go over my highlight with a beauty blender, a wet beauty blender, so that it just blends into the skin a little bit nicer and doesn't look just like a shimmery powder on top of your skin. I am also going ahead and taking the Champagne Pop highlighter and putting that on my inner corner just to brighten up my eyes. Like I said, I don't put that liner all the way into my inner corner just because I want my eyes to be nice and open. So now I'm just blending the two shades that we put on our upper lid, the liner shade as well as the brown shade. I'm just blending this on my lower lash line. I forgot to put on lower lash mascara, guys, and I always do for this look, so that is something that I just forgot to do. I think I wasn't even in a rush this day, and I honestly think I just forgot. So I'm just blending that on my lower lashes just to give it a little bit more dimension and life down there, because I always think that it's nice to put eyeshadow on your bottom lid just to bring the whole look together. Now I'm just taking this Smashbox Always On Gel Liner in black, and I'm just blending that on my tight line to blend my natural lashes with the falsies. I really like doing this because it really makes the false lashes look a lot more natural, and I love the way that it looks. It just deepens the upper lid a little bit. So I'm just blending out that contour that we did to carve out our contour. So I'm just blending that away with my powder brush that I've been using throughout the whole video, making sure that everything is blended. I go ahead and take the Wet n Wild gel lip liner in the shade Bear to Comment and line my lips with that. And then I've been taking the Fenty Beauty gloss, which my best friend Nicole got me, and I'm absolutely obsessed with it. And I'm blending that on my lips and making sure to cover it all so that I don't have any of the lip liner peeking through. You can definitely put this on top of a lipstick as well, but I just really like the lip liner So that's what I did. I'm going ahead and setting my brows with this e.l.f. mascara, eyebrow mascara, and I'm just going ahead and doing that. I've been really liking this. When I first got it, I didn't like it, and I thought I was just going to get rid of it, but I tried it one day, and I don't know what happened, but it really makes your real lashes, your real brows pop, like the hair in your brows, so it makes your brows look a lot more natural, if that makes sense. I go ahead and set my face with the Makeup Revolution Pro Fix Oil Control Spray, and I just spray that on to get rid of the powdery look of my skin, because I did use a lot of powder today, and just to kind of give that smooth look back to my skin. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and if you try it out, let me know down below. I love you girls so much, and I will talk to you in my next video. Bye!